Regarding Khiyar Majlis, the second opinion is of the Hanafis and Malikis. They are of the view that parties to contract, seller and the buyer, both have no right to cancel the contract, even if they are still in Majlis. सो इनका कहना ये है कि हनफीज और मालकीज का कि अगर दोनों फरीक यानी फरीकैन अगर अभी आपस में बैठे हुए भी हैं और ऑफर एंड एक्सेप्टेंस हो चुकी है, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट एग्जीक्यूट हो चुका है और मजलिस के अंदर वो बैठे हुए भी हैं, तो भी उनके पास ये इख्तियार नहीं होगा कि उनमें से कोई एक ये कहना चाहे कि वो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को कैंसिल करता है यूनिलैटरली और वो उनके पास ये इख्तियार हो, ये खियार हो, उनके पास ऑप्शन हो, तो उसके पास ऑप्शन नहीं है. So this is the basically opinion of Hanafis and the Malikis that the parties to contract, seller and the buyer, no one has option of the session to cancel the contracts. So the occurrence, actually, the occurrence of acceptance compliant to the offer, यानी जब ईजाब के बाद एक्सेप्टेंस कबूल हो जाता है तो ये रिक्वायर क्या करता है, व्हाट डज इट रिक्वायर व्हेन द एक्सेप्टेंस हैपेंड ऑफ द offer? It requires the prompt execution of the contract. ये जब जैसे ही एक्सेप्टेंस आएगी ऑफर के बाद तो कॉन्ट्रैक्ट उसी वक्त एग्जीक्यूट हो जाएगा. So contract will be considered executed as acceptance is happened of occurred or occurs after the offer. On the contrary, option of the session, Khiyar Majlis, put the execution of the contract on pending mode for a while. It means that if you give the option of the session to any of the parties, it means that after the acceptance, contract will not be executed. Rather, it will be considered pending mode. And it is not possible simultaneously. Either the contract will be executed, either the contract will not be executed. How you can say that the contract is not executed? Because the offer and acceptance, as the acceptance is occurred, contract will be considered executed. When the contract is executed, then there is a no khiyar, then there is a no option for the parties. So this is the opinion of Hanafis and Malikis. वो ये कहते हैं कि जनाब जब ईजाब के बाद कबूल हो जाता है तो अक्द उसी वक्त मुनक़िद हो जाता है. अगर आप ये कहें कि दोनों में से किसी के पास इख्तियार है तो इसका मतलब तो ये होगा कि अक्द को आपने पेंडिंग कर दिया कि अक्द अभी मुनक़िद ही नहीं हुआ. तो वो कहते हैं अक्द मुअल्लक़ कैसे हो गया, पेंडिंग कैसे हो गया, मुअल्लक़ कैसे हो गया, क्योंकि अक्द मुनक़िद हो गया था जैसे ही कबूल आ गया था. तो इस वजह से अगर हम ख्यार मजलिस साबित करें तो ख्यार मजलिस ये बताता है कि जनाब अभी अक्द मुनक़िद नहीं हुआ बल्कि वो अभी पेंडिंग मोड पे है और ये हो नहीं सकता, क्योंकि जैसे ही कबूल हो जाएगा तो उस वक्त अक्द मुनक़िद कंसिडर किया जाएगा. Now the Hanafis and the Malikis, they have some evidences. they they build their views on some strong evidences. For example, number one evidence is the verse from Surah Al-Baqarah, ayah number 282. The Holy Prophet, that they say that Allah Almighty says that وَأَشْهِدُوا إِذَا تَبَايَعْتُمْ, and take witness whenever you bargain, whenever you execute a sale contract. So then you have to make a witness. So they say that the verse conveys the command of testifying at the time of sale contract. Look at here. They say that through this diagram, I try to explain this view. They say that T naught is a time period where offer and acceptance has been happened, occurred, and this is the T naught. And the Quran Majid says, the ayah says that you have to take witness at T naught when the contract is going to be executed. Iza tabayatum, whenever you bargain, whenever you execute contract. So the Quran says that you take witness at this time. Okay. If you say that there is a khiyarul majlis, then it means that khiyarul majlis says that option of session says that the execution is pending, and execution is pending, and execution is pending, then it means that execution will become after the tn, or the after the t naught. Then, if the testimony took place after the separation, then Tn, then it did not match the order of the verse. Then it means that you did not obey the Almighty Allah, because Allah Almighty says that you have to take witness at the time of occurrence of offer and acceptance when the contract executed, and you are going to take witness after this time period. So this will be against it. It means that you disobeyed. Okay. The other point, that if before separation you took witnesses, then it means that if it occurred before the separation, it means at TV, this time period, it did not coincide with its place, because Allah Almighty said that you should get witness on T naught, but you are taking witness on TV, so which is the before the time, it is not on its place. So again, there is a disobedience of this ayah. If you want to obey the command of Allah Almighty, then you must take witness at T naught, where the offer and acceptance is being happened and the contract is being concluded, so executed. So this is the thing, that Khiyar Majlis cannot be given to any party, any of the parties. If we will give them option of session, then it is not possible for us to take witness at T naught, and in this case there will be disobedience of Almighty Allah. The next the evidence they bring is another verse, and that is Surah An-Nisa. They say that لا تأكلوا أموالكم بينكم بالباطل إلا تكون تجارة عن تراض منكم. O believers, do not devour one another's wealth unlawfully amongst yourself, unless it is a trade by your mutual agreement. ए ईमान वालों, तुम एक दूसरे के माल बातिल तरीके से न खाओ, इल्ला ये कि तुम्हारी वो आपस की बाहमी रजामंदी की तिजारत के साथ हो, तिजारत के साथ हो। और वजह दलालतिल आया लम तशतरत फी इबाहत तिजारत सिवा तरदा मिन तरफाइन ला गैरा. So here they they say that only condition for the permissibility of the trade is the consent of the two parties. And you know that the consent only takes place as soon as the offer is issued and is coupled with acceptance. जैसे ही ऑफर हो गई तो उस पार्टी की रजामंदी हो गई, और दूसरी पार्टी ने एक्सेप्टेंस दे दिया तो इसका मतलब है दूसरी पार्टी की तरफ से रजामंदी हो गई, तो which indicates that option of the majlis has not been proven. जब दोनों के दोनों फरीक राजी हो गए तो फिर इसका मतलब ये हुआ कि दोनों के दोनों फरीक राजी हो गए हैं, तो फिर ख्यार मजलिस किस बात का, उनको ख्यार मजलिस किस चीज के लिए चाहिए? When the both parties have submitted their consent, then after submission of the consent there is no rationale to giving them option of the session. So after the agreement from both sides, there is no other option except the execution of sale. Though when they have submitted their consent, offer and acceptance met, the contract is executed. So it is rational that there should be no khiyarul majlis here. So this is the second evidence the Hanafis and the Malikis they present in the favor of their opinion. Okay. The next one is, the third one is Ya ayyuhallazina amanu awfu bil uqud. O believers, fulfill your contracts, fulfill your promises. So from this ayah, Hanafis and the Malikis says that this ayah stipulates that the contract must be fulfilled, and the option of session contracts contradicts it, because option of how it contradicts, they said in the sense that one who rejects the contract before separation, it means that he is not going to fulfill the contract. Seller offered, buyer accepted, both submitted their acceptance, both submitted their consent, the contract is executed, but later one party who use option of session and cancel the contract, it means that they are not going to fulfill their contract. Rather, if you give, if you give, you give option of session to anyone, it means that you are authorizing them to cancel the contract. And Allah Almighty said not to cancel, you have to fulfill the contract. So this is again, this will be disobedience if we grant option of session khiyar al-majlis to the parties. So this is the actually opinion of Hanafis and Malki's school. They say that that parties have no option of session in the contract. Actually, according to Hanafi school, they say that what is the meaning of ma lam yatafarraqa? Ma lam yatafarraqa is not physical separation. According to Hanafi, they say that but separation from the particular topic. Though both parties are sitting together, but for example, if the seller said that I sold you my this book to you, the buyer said, okay, I bought it from you. Then after that, they still sit together and they are there. They did not physically separate, but they are start to discuss another topic. They are going to discuss political matter. So it means that the topic is changed now from the contract topic of contract. So the Hanafi says that now the session has been ended because they got separated. Separation doesn't mean that the separation, the ma lam yatafarraqa world in the hadith, it doesn't mean that should be physical separation. It is the separation of interest, separation of topics. So now they are discussing other topics. So it means that their session has been concluded, ended. Now the session is no more. When session is no more, after the execution, when session is no more, then what is the meaning of option of session? Because session, it does not exist. So how you can give them option of session when session does not exist? So if they complete offer and acceptance and then they start discussion on other issue, the contract has been concluded and majlis has been ended. When majlis has been ended, how one can have an option of majlis? हनफी कहते हैं कि जनाब, जब उन्होंने बातें ही और छेड़ दी हैं और बैठे अगरचे वहीं पे हैं, तो इसका मतलब है कि सेशन खत्म हो गया। जब मजलिस ही खत्म हो गई उस ऑफर एंड एक्सेप्टेंस की, तो फिर मजलिस ही नहीं रही, तो ख्यार मजलिस कैसा? ख्यार मजलिस तो तब हो कि मजलिस बची हो। जब मजलिस ही नहीं रही, तो फिर आप उसको ऑप्शन किस तरह दे रहे हैं? एंड Imam Malik says that if one or both parties started another activity other than the contract, it would be considered end of majlis. Same as the Hanafi scholar says, यानी हनफीज और मालकीज इस बात के ऊपर हैं कि मा लम यतफर्रका, जो हदीस के अंदर अल्फाज आए हैं, उससे मुराद जिस्मों की अलहदगी नहीं है कि वो दोनों अलग अलग हो जाएं, अपने अपने घरों को चले जाएं या उस जगह से उठकर किसी और जगह चले जाएं, ये मुराद नहीं है। बल्कि मुराद ये है कि उनके इंटरेस्ट अलग हो गए हों, वो बातें कोई और शुरू कर दी हों, तो हम कहीं समझेंगे कि उनका मजलिस का एंड हो गया है। जब मजलिस ही खत्म हो गई तो फिर खियार किस बात का? और मजलिस कब एंड होगी? वो कहते हैं जैसे ही ऑफर एंड एक्सेप्टेंस हुआ और उन्होंने और बातें छेड़ दी तो मजलिस एंड हो गई। तो ये ऑप्शन है अहनाफ का और मालकिया का। जबकि शवाफी और हम्बली कहते हैं कि मालम यतफर्रका से मुराद ये है कि जब तक वो जिस्मानी तौर पर अलग ना हो जाए, फिजिकली जगह से अलग ना हो, उठ के दूसरे घर चला जाए, वो किसी और जगह पे चला जाए, भले अगर वो बैठे हुए हैं और कोई और बातें भी कर रहे हैं, तो मालकी और हम शाफी और हम्बली ये कहते हैं कि अभी भी सेशन बाकी है और उनके पास इख्तियार होगा। सो दिस इज द समरी अबाउट द खियारुल मजलिस।